Today, we're taking a deep dive into these under-desk treadmills.
Okay.
Specifically, the Lichico walking pad under-desk treadmill.
All right.
I got some research on this one, so I'm guessing you're thinking about sneaking in some extra steps during the day.
Seems that way. We've got the Amazon product page, and those are always a goldmine of information.
For sure. So to start off,
yeah,
what are the standout features of this Lichico walking pad?
So right off the bat, the thing that caught my eye is the motor.
Okay.
It's a 2.5 HP motor, which is pretty powerful for a compact treadmill.
Yeah.
But what's really interesting is it's brushless.
Okay.
Brushless motors tend to be quieter and more durable than the brushed counterparts.
Okay, so that explains why they're making a big deal about the quiet operation.
Right.
But how quiet are we talking? Yeah. Realistically, could you use this thing during work calls?
Yeah.
Without sounding like you're running a marathon?
That's a great question, and that's something we'll definitely want to look into when we get to those customer reviews.
For sure.
But just based on the specs alone, a brushless motor is definitely a good sign for noise reduction. Yeah. They also emphasize a dual shock absorption system, which is important, not just for your downstairs neighbors, but also for your joints. It combines a suspended deck with a TPR cushioning pad to minimize impact.
That's good news for my knees.
Yes.
Now let's talk practicality.
Okay.
This thing is designed to fit under a desk.
Yeah.
So how compact are we talking? Could I use it in a smaller apartment?
Yeah.
Without taking over the whole living room?
Portability is definitely a main selling point.
Okay.
It's designed to be slim enough to slide under most standard desks and compact enough to store away easily when not in use. They actually have some diagrams on the product page showing its dimensions and how it would fit in various spaces.
And what about the speed? What's the range?
Yeah. It offers a speed range of 0.5 to 4 mil/h.
Okay.
So definitely suitable for walking. Now, whether 4 mil/h is enough for a proper jog is subjective.
Yeah.
Some people might consider that a light jog. Others might find it more of a brisk walk.
Right. It probably depends on your fitness level and what you're looking to get out of it.
Exactly.
Speaking of which, they're advertising this for both walking and jogging at home and at the office. Do you think it's realistic to expect people to actually jog on this thing?
Well, that's where those customer reviews will come in handy.
Yeah.
It'll be interesting to see if people are actually using it for jogging or if it's primarily a walking treadmill.
Right.
But even if it's mainly for walking, the fact that you can adjust the speed and incline could provide a good range of workout intensity.
True. And they've got it listed at $119.98, marked down from $171.84.
Okay.
That's a pretty decent discount.
It is. It seems like they're trying to make it an attractive option for people who are hesitant to commit to a full-sized treadmill.
All right. So the Lichico walking pad has a quiet brushless motor, dual shock absorption. It's compact.
Yep.
Has a decent speed range. And it's on sale.
Sounds good.
So far, so good. But the real test is what people are actually saying about it.
Right.
Let's move on to those customer reviews and see if this walking pad lives up to the hype.
So it seems like most reviewers are using it primarily for walking, both at home and in the office. But there are definitely a few who mention incorporating like light jogs into their routine.
Interesting. So it seems like it can handle more than just leisurely strolls.
One reviewer even mentioned using it for like interval training.
Oh.
Alternating between walking and jogging.
Okay, that's cool. What about the noise level?
Yeah.
We saw some mixed feedback on that earlier.
Right, and this is where it gets a bit nuanced.
Okay.
Many reviewers, especially those working from home, rave about how quiet it is.
Okay.
They say they use it during work calls without any issues, even with sensitive microphones.
That's good to hear. But you said it gets nuanced.
Yeah, there are definitely some reviewers who found it to be louder than they expected, especially at higher speeds. Some even mentioned a slight rattling sound.
Okay, so it's not completely silent.
Right.
Do any of the reviewers offer any explanation for these discrepancies?
Yes, actually, a few people pointed out that the noise level seems to be affected by the type of flooring.
Oh.
Like hardwood floors tend to amplify the sound more than carpets.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it might be worth investing in a good quality mat
if
you're planning to use it on a hard surface.
For sure. And some reviewers mentioned that the noise became more noticeable over time.
Right.
Maybe due to wear and tear.
Exactly.
Did they have any recommendations for that?
They recommended tightening any loose screws or bolts periodically.
Good tips.
Yeah.
Now, aside from the noise level, what other recurring themes are you seeing in these reviews?
One of the most common praises is for its ease of assembly.
Okay.
People are surprised by how quickly and easily they can set it up.
Yeah.
Often mentioning it takes less than 10 minutes.
That's a big plus, especially compared to some of those behemoth treadmills that require like a team of engineers to assemble.
And another recurring theme is the positive impact it's having on people's daily routine. They're reporting feeling more energized, productive, and less stiff and achy after incorporating regular walks into their workday.
It's amazing how much of a difference those small bursts of activity can make.
Yeah.
It's not just about the physical benefits, but the mental boost as well. Thanks for joining me on this deep dive.
Of course, it's been a pleasure.
And to our listeners, thank you for being a part of the conversation.
Yes, thank you.
Until next time, keep exploring, keep questioning, and keep those steps moving.